if you want to store multiple values in the same variable, then you can use list. If you want to store the names of 100 students, then you can use list. Let me share my screen and let's see a practical demo. Okay, here you can see how to create a list. You can create a list of any data types. For example, integer data type, string data type, mixed data type. Okay, let me open my Visual Studio Code and let's write our main method here and let's create a list. If you want to create a list of string, then just write list here and then write string. This is called list of string, and you can name anything, just write plural. Okay, names. Name is not good. If you are storing single name, name is equal to Bimal. Okay, that is good. But if you are creating a list, then it is good idea to use plural here. Okay, names. Okay, list names is equal to, I will say Ram, John, Mark, Rocky. Okay, this is list of string. The name of variable is names. Okay, most of the people make mistake while creating a list. That mistake is they write like this one, list of string, I will say string, and names, I will say names too, because declaring with same name is not possible. They write square bracket, that is also good, but they write here everything, Ram, comma, John, comma, Mark, comma, Rocky. Okay, this is good one. This is incorrect. Okay, I will show you. Let me print name. Okay, let me print names, and let me print names too. Okay, if I run this program, I'll say list_org.dat. Okay, file name is list_org.dat. Okay, if I run this program, here you can see nothing got changes. Both are correct. Okay, but if you want to print a name, just Ram. Okay, then if you write 0, then it will give Ram, because this is the first index, and in that array's first index start with 0. Okay, this Ram index is 0, this John index is 0. Okay, if you write name 0, and if you write name to 0, okay, name to 0, then if I run this program, here you can see Ram got printed. Okay, in names Ram got printed, but in names too, all of the name got printed. Okay, you need to close your inverted comma and write comma. Okay, if you don't do this one, then it will create a problem for you. This is a bad habit, so it will give you a wrong result. Okay, I will cut this one. Okay, if you want to print a John, then you can write 1 here, and if you want to print a Mark, then you can write 2 here. If I run 2 and if I write 2 and run the program, here you can see Mark. If I write 3 here, then it will print 3, then it will print Rocky got printed. Okay, similarly you can create a list of integer. Okay, let me create list of integer, that is list of integer. I will say age is equal to 12, 30, 23, 25, 34. Okay, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I will remove the last one. Okay, I will say just if I want to print the 30, then I need to write age. This is 0 index and this is 1 index. Okay, in the numeric value you do not need to write this double quotation. Okay, 0 1. If I write 1 here and if I run the program, then here you can see 30 got printed. Okay, I want to print Ram age is 12, John age is 30, Mark age is 23, and Rocky age is 25. Okay, for that let me print RAM age is 30. Okay, this is the formula, but I need to write here dollar, and I will say names 0, age is, and then again dollar, curly bracket, age is 0. Okay, and then I will paste this one. Okay, 0 1 2 3, 0 1 2 3, here also 0 1 2 3. Okay, if I run this program, then here you can see RAM age is 12, zone age is 30, mark age is 23, Rocky age is 25. You can also use for loop. Okay, if you use for loop here, just we need to print from 0 to 3. Okay, let's write for loop for 0 to 3. For integer I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 4 or 3, not 4, I plus plus, and then if I write this one here, and I will say I here instead of 0, I here. Okay, if I run this program, if I remove this line and if I run this program, I will get the same result. Okay, if I run this program, here you can see the same result got printed. In this way you can also use loop in list. This is also very useful. Okay, and then you can also create a mixed type of list. Just write var, and you can write any data here. Var in string, you must write string. In integer you must write integer value, but in var I will say data is equal to, you can write any value. For example 12, you can also write string hello or something like that. Double value and false, true and false. Okay, this is mixed list. Okay, now let's move forward and let's learn about type of list. There are two type of list. One is fixed length list and another one is growable list. Okay, growable list is mostly used. Okay, first let's talk about fixed length list. Okay, let me copy this line. Okay, and let me create a new file, fixed fixed list.dat. Okay, fixed list.dat, and I will create a main method here, void main, and okay, here you can see there is one list. We are filling value 0 to the, it will create a list with 5. The size of list is 5, means we can store 5 values in the list and the value is 0. Okay, if I run this program, that fixed list.dat, then here you can see 0. Okay, it will initialize the value by 0 and create a list with 5 items. If you need 10 items, just write 10. If you want to initialize by 5, then you can also write 5. If I run this program, here you can see here is 10 items with 5 value on each. You can do this one for string also, var. Okay, var result is equal to list of string dot field, and here I will fill, I will give the 9 string 9. Okay, I will say A. Okay, 9A not available. Okay, if I run this program, I will print the result. If I run this program, here you can see not available, not available, not available, not available. There are 9 not available, and in this way you can create a fixed list. Okay, why we need to use fixed list? Okay, here you can see the fixed length list are defined with the specified length. You cannot change the size at runtime. You cannot change the size. Okay, in the growable list we can change the size. We already talked about growable list last time you saw, that is growable list. Okay, if I want to change the value of 10, I will say result we have 9 value. I will give 10 index is equal to hello. This is not possible here. Okay, if I run this program, then here you can see error, and even you cannot add the item. Result, if you add the result dot add, okay, I'll say NA. Okay, this is also not possible. Okay, if I run this program, then here you can see error. Okay, okay, this is only used to initialize the value, fixed list length. Okay, and this one is growable list. In growable list you can just use square bracket. Okay, now let's talk about growable list. Here you can see one important message: you cannot add new item to fixed length list, but you can change the values of it. Okay, you can change the values of it. It means if I print the result, that means here you can see not applicable, not applicable. If you need to change this not applicable to applicable, then I will say result 0 is equal to applicable. Okay, if I write applicable here, and if I run this program, then here you can see applicable, available. Okay, in this way you can perform operation on fixed list. Okay, now let's move forward. Growable list. Okay, growable list means you can add the value, you can access the value, you can remove the value, you can do anything with it. This is very useful and also used most of the time. Okay, here you can see a list defined with specified in length is called growable list. The length of growable list can be changed in runtime. Okay, let me create a list. I will say I will create a new file, grow list dot dart, and let me write a main method here, void main, and I will say list of integer numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I print the numbers, then if I run this program, dart grow list dot dart, if I run this program, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 got printed. Okay, and if I need to add one numbers, okay, numbers dot add, just I like to use add method, and if I say 12 or 13, if I print numbers, then it will add that value to that list. Okay, here you can see 13 also available in the numbers. Okay, okay, this is a growable list. Access the item of list. You can access the item by index. If you want to print 4 from here, then you need to write square bracket and find its index. Okay, index is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you must count index from 0, that is 3. And if I run this program, here you can see 4 got printed. Okay, okay, get index by value. You can get index by value. Okay, and that is index of method. We have index of property basically. Okay, now let me print our numbers dot index of, I will say index of 4. Okay, that is 3. Okay, if I run this program, then here you can see 3 got printed. Okay, if we have multiple 4 here, then what will happen? If I run this program, then 3 got printed, it will find the first index. Okay, first index is it will count from here. Okay, in this way you can find the index value of list item. Okay, now let's move forward. Find the length of list. You can also find the length of list by dot length property. If you write numbers dot length, and if you print the program, if you print the code, here you can see 5. Okay, numbers dot length, we have 5 values. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, index start from 0 and length start from 1. You need to understand it. Okay, here you can see, remember that list index start with 0 and length always start with 1. Okay, let me create another file with string list dot dart. Okay, here I will say void main and then list of string my list or names I will say, or I will say names here. Okay, I will write hurry zone most. Okay, and if I want to access zone, then I need to write print names square bracket and I need to write 1. In this way I can access the, okay, this is not our program. I will say that string list dot dart. Okay, here you can see zone got printed. And if you write here, if you want to change the zone to Harry, then just write names and you can find the index, that is 1 is equal to Harry. And if I print the names, then here you can see in second option there is Harry. Okay, there is no zone. In this way you can also use list to perform your tasks. This is also very, very useful. Okay, also you can find the index of, if you want to find the index of most, then just print names dot index of, okay, I will say most. Okay, if I run this program, then here you can see index of most is 2 got printed. Okay, this is also very, very useful while creating a list. And you already learn about how to change the values of list. We already changed the value of list here. We changed the value of names 1 to Harry. In this way you can change the values of list. Now let's discuss about mutable and immutable list. Here you can see mutable list means they can change after declaration, and immutable list means they can change after declaration. Okay, let's see a practical demo. Okay, I will open my Visual Studio Code. I'll say mu list, okay, dot dart. I'll write main method here and let's create a list. This is mutable list. This means you can change the value. If I write names dot add and I will add here hello, this is possible. But if you write const here, and add this, okay, I will add hello to here, or I will add another name, that is Mark, and let's print the details. I will print the names and semicolon. Okay, let's run the program. Dart mu list dot dart. Okay, here you can see zone, Raj, Zone, Rocky, Mark got printed. If you write constant here, const, if I print this list, then here you can see unsupported operation. Okay, this is the error because this is immutable list, you can't change it. If I try to change this one, okay, I will try to change names 0 to Rahul. Okay, I will say Rahul, and if I print the name, then this works. Okay, here you can see Rahul got printed. If I make it constant and if I run the program, here you can see unsupported operation, cannot modify an unmodifiable list. Okay, in this way you can create a immutable list which can change. You cannot add the value to it, you cannot change the value of it. Okay, this is immutable and mutable list. Okay, now let's talk about properties of list in Dart. Here you can see we have properties called first and last. help you to find the first and last element. Okay, I will print names dot last. Okay, if I run this program, Rocky will print. Okay, here you can see Rocky got printed. Okay, if I write first here, if I write first and if I run the program, here you can see Raj got printed. This is first and last. Is empty is used to check the list is empty or not. If here is nothing, then the list is considered as empty. Okay, I will say name dot is empty. Okay, it will return the boolean result, either true or false. Here you can see false got printed. Okay, if I say is not empty, then it will print true. Okay, if I remove all the items from this list, just square bracket only, then it will print false. Here you can see false got printed. In this way you can use is empty and is not empty. Length is used to find the length of list. Okay, here we have 1 item, 2 item, 3 item, 3 names. If I write names dot length, then it will give result 3. Okay, you can also say integer length is equal to integer my length is equal to names dot length. Okay, and names dot length I will print here my length. Okay, if I print this, if I run this, here you can see 3 is the result. Okay, now here you can see reverse is used to reverse the result. Okay, if I print here names dot reverse, okay, then it will reverse the result. Okay, here you can see Raj, John, Rocky. Okay, but here is Rocky, John and Raj, because the names is reverse, means the last one went to first and first one went to last. Okay, in this way you can reverse the list. And single is used to check if the list has only one element and return it. Okay, if I write single here, then it will not work. If I run this program, here you can see error, too many elements. If you have only one element, then if you run this program, then it will print Raj. Okay, single is basically used to if you have only one element, then you can use single to print the data, but this is not quite useful. Okay, now let's move forward, and here you can see adding item to list. How to add item to list? Here is one method called add one element at the time and return the modified list object. Okay, let's use add here. I will add names dot add. I will add mark. Okay, I will say print before add. Okay, before add dollar names. Okay, and I will say after add dollar names. Okay, if I run this program, here you can see Raj, Johnny, Rocky before add, and after adding the value, here you can see mark also is available in this list. In this way you can use add method to add the data to the list. Okay, here is also another method, that is add all. You can also see example add all. In this example below, we are adding items to even list using add all method. Okay, here you can see you can add items to list. Okay, for example, if you want to add 2 names, then you can use add all. Okay, instead of add, I will comment this code. Okay, instead of add, you can say add all, and you can write here list. Okay, list, and I will say Mark and Harry. Okay, if I write Mark and Harry, and if I run this program, here you can see Mark and Harry added on the last. Okay, it is used, add all is used to add the multiple items to the list. Okay, In this way you can use add all. And there is also another method called insert, which is used to add item by index. Okay, I will also comment this one, and I will say names.insert. Name.insert, first you need to write index. In index number 0, this means first, you are adding some value. I am adding Harry. Okay, if I add Harry, then if I run this program, here you can see Harry is available at the first, then Raj, John, Rocky. If you want to add this item to the last, then you can say Raj, John, Rocky, then you can just write index number 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I write 3, let's see what will happen. Okay, Harry is available at the last. Okay, now let's move to another one, insert items to the list. Okay, you can use insert all to insert the list of items using index. Okay, I will comment this one also, and I will write names dot insert all. First you need to write a index. For example, I wrote here 1, and then you need to pass a list, and inside list you can pass the value. Okay, I will say Jerry, Sima. Okay, here is problem. Let's see. The argument list of string cannot be assigned to the parameter type string. Okay, I'll say list of string here. Let's see what happened. Okay, now let's see the demo. Okay, here you can see list my item dot add list. Okay, let's do some debugging part. The argument. Okay, we need to write insert all. Okay, insert all. Now this works. Okay, if I run this program, here you can see before add, and index number 1, it will add Jerry and Sima. Okay, here you can see after Raj, this is index number 0, it will add Jerry and Sima. Then again it will it already has John and Rocky. Okay, in this way Raj, Jerry, Sima, John, Rocky got printed. In this way you can insert item to the list. Okay, you can also replace a range of list. You can use replace range. Okay, for example, if you want to replace some range, okay, I will also comment this one. I will say names dot replace range. Replace range, I will replace from 0 to 3 or 0 to 2. 0 to 2 means 0, 1, 2. Okay, 0, I'll say 0 to 1. Okay, 0 to 1, and I will replace Raj by Rahul and John by Mark. Okay, now if I run this program, let's see the output. Here you can see Rahul, Mark, John, Rocky got printed. In this way you can use replace. If you write here 2, then here you can see Rahul, Mark, Rocky got printed. Raj and John are replaced by Rahul and Mark. Okay, now let's move forward. You can also use to remove the list element. Remove is used to remove one element from the given list. Okay, here you can see the example. Okay, now I will comment this one also. Okay, now let's see remove. I will just comment all the thing and just put this comment below. Okay, now let's write names.remove, and you need to write the name. Okay, I'll say Raj, and after remove I will say, and I will say after remove. Okay, here you can see Raj got removed. Okay, here is John and Rocky only after this method. Okay, this is used to remove something from list. And another one is remove 8. you can remove by index. Okay, just use remove 8 and you can write index. If you want to remove Rocky, then its index is 0 1 2. If you write 2 here, okay, then Rocky will be removed. Here you can see here is no Rocky. Okay, okay, now let's move forward. Here you can see remove last. Remove last is used to remove the last item. If you want to remove Rocky, then you can use remove last. Okay, this is also another way. Here you can see here is no Rocky. Okay, and another one is remove range. You can remove the remove item from range. Okay, just write remove range and just write I will remove 1 to 2. Okay, let's see. Okay, 1 to 2, it means Raj, there is Raj and Rocky got printed. If you write 1 to 3, then it will only print Raj. Okay, here you can see Raj. If you write 0 to 2, 0 to 2, and it will only print Rocky. In this way you can use remove range method. Also we already discussed about loop in list. Okay, you can also loop through the list. If I write here, you can use for each, just write for each here, or you can write names dot for each. Okay, and enter, hit enter, and if you print the names or element here, element, then if I run this program, here you can see all the name got printed. In this way you can loop through the list. You can also use for loop and another other type of loop. You can also multiply all the value by 2 of all the list. Okay, okay, here you can see the example. Okay, I will create a new file, multiply dot dart, and let's write a main method here, void main, and here you can see integer list. Okay, here you can see double list. We are using list dot map and we are giving the multiplying that value by 2. This is if I print double list. Okay, I will print the double list. Okay, if I print this one and run this program, multiply dot dart, then here you can see 20 40 60 80 100 got printed. In this way you can double the item, or if you write 3, this will triple the item. You can also use your own functionality here. And if you want to combine 2 or more than 2 lists, then you can use spread syntax. This means if you have 2 lists, for example, if I have a string, I will copy from here names. Okay, okay, if you have names and I have another names, I will say list of strings, string names 2. Okay, names 2 is equal to Mark, Harry. Okay, if I want to combine the list, then I will say list of string all names, and I will say dot 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 names comma dot 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 names 2, and you can also add your own item here, ABC or something. Okay, and if you print all names here, if you print all name here, then you can see all the name got printed in using one variable. Okay, in this way this triple dot means spread. Okay, spread is used to it is not, if you write here names, then this is not possible. Okay, this is not possible. You need to write dot 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 names. Okay, now you can also use condition in list. Okay, for example, I will say boolean married is equal to false. Okay, if I write here if married, then add Harry. Okay, I will say this one. Here you can see if sad beer. Okay, just like this one. Okay, inside list I will say, okay, I need to write a comma here. If married, I will say is married, I'll say Ram. Okay, here is some problem. Let's see what is that problem. First we printed Ram, then Rocky, and then if married Ram. Okay, let me touch here. Try removing the code or fixing that can be reached. Okay, it says it can be reached. Okay, if I write true here, then it will work. Okay, now this is fine. Let's run the program. Dot multiply dot dot. Here you can see Ram got printed. If I write is married as false, and if I run this program, here you can see, okay, if married we are saying Ram. Okay, okay, here is no Ram. Okay, here you can see here is no Ram. Ram do not got printed because this is false. Okay, in this way you can use condition in list, and another thing is you can use where in list. Okay, here is one example. I'll say where work dot dot, just where work dot dot, and I will paste this here. Here you can see a list of number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this where is used to. This is also list of integer, variable name is even, and this is used to find the even number from this list. Okay, here you can see number dot is even. You can also write number %2 is equal to 0. This means even. And if I run this program, dot where work dot dot, then you can see all the even number got printed. Here is also 11, but 11 doesn't got printed. Okay, you can also write your own condition. For example, if you have list of string, I will say names is equal to Harry, John, Mark, Rahul. Okay, if you want to print the name whose name is start with H only, then you can also use where. I will say list of string start with H is equal to names dot, I'll say where, and then you can write here anything. Just I would like to write name. Okay, name, and you need to write condition here. Okay, condition means we need to write name dot start with, I'll say, okay, name dot start with H. Okay, I'll say H here, and then I need to write dot to list. Okay, dot to list at the end. Okay, I'll say dot to list. Okay, just remove this one. And okay, if I print this start with, I'll go to terminal. If I run this program, here you can see Harry got printed. If another name, if here is another name Harun, then if I run this program, then here you can see Harun also got printed. In this way you can use where in list. I hope you understood about list. If you have any question regarding list, then comment down below. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end. Thank you.